previous trip had one blocked, but this time enough contact and enough room to get it up.
Hersey Hawkins defending Cedale 3. Hawkins played some pretty good defense on that 4 on the floor guard offense of Phoenix. In that first round, here's Willis. He gets the double team. Eddie Johnson's the open man. Rebound Sean.
Well, that's what Seattle can hope for. The double team, but get...
There's that transition loser.
Exactly. If they can get stops, they can get back in this game because the Houston Rockets are not a good transition defensive team.
Tripp has 9. Big lead like that, as many as 20 points can relax a team. I don't believe it. That's 5 triples for Ellie. He hasn't missed 5 out of 5. Olajuwon to 3. Back to an 18-point lead. Good defense by Terry Cummings. Look at the hustle on the part of Houston. Mario Elie doing what you see him do every game as Charles comes back in. And just moments away, we'll have the Nike halftime report. 3 minutes, 2 seconds of basketball time. Ernie Johnson, Cheryl Miller, and Stephon Marbury. We'll also have the latest news on Larry Brown and Rick Pitino and zillions of dollars. All the way for the easy lay-in. The Rockets relaxing a little bit, but they're so high-powered offensively, Chuck. They have 63 points here with 2:44 to go in the period.
Yeah, all of a sudden, as you're watching this game, you think the Sonics are coming back by getting a few runs, but they keep making threes, but the Sonics continue to run.
Terry Cummings will take that one from the elbow, and it goes down. And it is now a 14-point Rockets lead. They led by as many as 20.
Well, the Sonics are getting very easy shots. It's not the defense necessarily of the Rockets. It's what they're doing offensively.
How about this consistency?
64% from the field.
12 on the shot clock. And the foul on Kemp is his second personal with 2:13 to go in the half. Cummings will sit down. Perkins comes in. Barkley back in the game with Matt Maloney and Ellie, Olajuwon, and Drexler.
Basic with 2:13 to go. Wants to get a starting lineup back in the game, keep them warm as they go into half, and then bring them back starting the third quarter.
Maloney has played 10 minutes in this first half. He had 2 fouls relatively early, spent a lot of time on the bench. How about this assist number, Chuck? Ellie sits down and Eddie Johnson comes in. Houston with 20 assists on their 64 points.
That's close to being enough for a team for 2 games to win.
Look at that same number of free throw attempts as field goal attempts for Charles in the Minnesota playoff series. 64-49 as Barkley rims that one out. 2:08 to go in the first half. Hersey Hawkins.
Well, George Karl of Sonics may have to look at this game and say, well, how are we going to play? What are we going to do? I'm going to experiment with some things. But we all know in a game like this, in an NBA game, teams are going to make runs, and the Sonics can get back in this game. Plenty of time.
Yeah, kick ball, new shot clock. Minute 53 and a half, 15 on that clock. A tough shot down inside for Sean Kemp. And Sean has 14. He's going to get up above his average. Sean Kemp has been averaging 22.2 in the playoffs, averaged just under 19 for the regular season. Had a streak of 8 games where he scored in single figures. People were wondering whether he was pouting over a contract. There were all kinds of locker room discussions about that would be waived off. 3-second violation. It didn't count anyway. All kinds of discussions about the funk that Sean Kemp was in. But come playoff time, just as he did last year, he seems to be happy and ready.
It disappeared, and he's performing like the Sean Kemp that we know about, the All-Star. Previous possession, the Seattle Sonics went to that little double-team trap. We're going to see more of that.
Kemp battling for the board and scoring 16 for Sean Kemp, and this is now an 11-point Rockets lead. Payton nearly steals that one. Pressure on Maloney from Hersey Hawkins at half court. Minute to go in the half.
Maloney knows his capabilities, doesn't try to do too much, doesn't try to penetrate, wants to get this club into their offensive set.
pick set by Olajuwon. The miss from Drexler. A chance to cut that one-time 20-point lead to 9 for the Sonics.
Need a good possession this time.
Kicks it. Ooh, nice save by Hawkins. That was almost crossed out of bounds. 8 on the shot clock. Fadeaway, Hersey Hawkins. Look at Kemp's rebound. That's a 14-4 Sonics run, and it is now Rockets by 9.
The Rockets are looking for a 20-second timeout, but we have to see that again. And here's the quick double team. Get them out of their rhythm. See if they can keep making their shots.
Well, Eddie Johnson missed that time. He's been struggling in all the playoffs in terms of field goal percentage, and it's going to be Sonics ball. There's Kemp. What's the story on Sean?
Sean gets this rebound, and you'll see he gets hit from behind. There's that tip. Unbelievable reaching back there. He lets us know in the camera.
Yeah, yes. Kemp, 18 points, 8 rebounds, and one of the better snarls of the season. Rockets by 9, 8 seconds in the period. Pick and roll with Kemp. Oh, almost fell down. Stolen by Barkley, and that's the end of the half. Sonics could not get a shot off, but the Sonics did go on a 14-4 run and cut the 20-point lead to 9. Ellie, notice that 5 out of 5 from beyond the three-point arc, and it's a 9-point Rockets lead at halftime. Nike halftime report with Ernie Johnson coming right around the corner.
Well, the lead was 20 at one point. Seattle, though, has come back. They're down by 9 to the Houston Rockets. Game 1 of their Western Conference semi here on TNT. In Atlanta, it's time for the Nike Halftime Report. Along with Cheryl Miller, I'm Ernie Johnson, and our guest tonight, the Minnesota Timberwolves' Stephon Marbury. We'll talk to those guys in just a second. Coaching news tonight. Rick Pitino's name remains front and center as the Celtics look for a new head coach. Pitino told reporters today not to jump the gun on the Boston thing, and that the first order of business was a meeting tomorrow with Kentucky AD C.M. Newton to discuss his Wildcat future.
I think you'll know what I'm saying at Kentucky. I don't know if you'll know if... You have to understand something. A lot has been spoken about detailed discussions with the Boston Celtics. It has not been going on that long, so it's not something that's etched in stone right now. But it's going to happen right away, and we'll put it behind us, whichever way it goes. But we won't drag this out at all.
Well, Larry Brown didn't drag things out either. 5 days after resigning in Indiana, he became the Sixers head coach today. It's a reported 5-year deal worth $25 million and essentially gives Larry Brown complete control in Philly. Meantime, what are you hearing about Larry Bird's situation, Cheryl?
Well, I think Larry Bird is not going to make any type of move until he finds out what Rick Pitino does. A rumor has it that he would like to stay in Boston because he really believes that the dynasty that those two could build could be something special. Plus, I don't think Larry's really convinced that he really wants to take on the grind of coaching.
So Pitino kind of holding the linchpin here and considering what is a reported 10-year, $70 million deal. Wow. Tomorrow night here on TNT, Hawks and Bulls hook up in Game 1 of their Eastern Conference best-of-7. Quick turnaround for the Hawks, who went the full 5 with Detroit, while the Bulls haven't played since last Wednesday.
I think tomorrow we can probably catch them tired, but, you never know what type of shape we're in. We've been off for a few days, so, we may be a little rusty, so it's going to be tough to say right now. I mean, hopefully we can come out and have a lot of energy and be enthused about getting back out on the court.
When the playoffs, come around, everything changes. I mean, we got to go up there. If we play the game of our lives, we can win up there.
Chicago took them 3 out of 4 in the regular season. Stephon, I'm interested to know, as a rookie, what it's like the first time you step on the floor and see 23 wearing a Bulls uniform. What's it like?
You kind of like, you're watching the ball head, you're watching the eyes, the tongue, the number, the sneakers. It's exciting. Being able to go out there and play against them is nice, and then when you're able to perform good against them, it's even better.
Was it easier the second time around?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You kind of like forget about the 23 in the ball head, and then you go out and play your game. For me, it was a great experience. I came out, shot the ball well right away, and got up to a good start. His neck was hurting a little bit, so I had to take a little bit of it.
His neck was hurting a little bit. Steph, I know a lot of people are waiting to see, when Jordan steps down. Who do you think will be the next heir apparent?
Grant Hill.
Really?
Yeah.
You think Grant could take it to the next level?
I think so. I think he's starting to to take it to that level now. It's going to take time, though. Michael Jordan took